Hey, what's up, y'all? It's John Holmes Webb back here again. So originally when I started making this video, it was supposed to be about, you know how you ask somebody what a movie's about and they can't tell you what it's about without telling you every major plot point that happened in it. So that's what this was going to be about. But when I started writing it on my tablet, I hit the voice button just to hear what it would sound like if the grammar was correct. And it just sounded funnier to me having everything I was going to say come from that voice. So it went from being about that one first thing to about this. So now this video is Alexa spoils the Shawshank Redemption for you in 4 minutes. So enjoy.
Hey Alexa, can you tell me what the Shawshank Redemption is about?
Well, it's about this guy named Andy Dufresne, who gives 2 life sentences in prison for forcibly removing his wife from the planet.
And the fella she was banging.
But then you find out he didn't do it, because a new inmate tells him he knows the guy who actually did it. But the warden kills this nigga, because he doesn't want Andy to get out. Turns out Andy has been doing some shady tax stuff for the warden and all the guards, resulting in them getting a hefty bag every so often. So, he's dead. After that, Andy's all like, I don't even want to be in jail anymore. So he then digs himself out through a wall in his cell, using a rock hammer that his friend Morgan Freeman smuggled in for him earlier in the movie. I didn't feel the need to tell you about Morgan Freeman being in the movie. It's a 90s movie, so I figured you'd naturally assume he was in here. Oh yeah, I forgot. Earlier in the movie they had this other old head friend, named Brooks. And Brooks had been there for about 50 years at that point. So when he found out he was getting released, he was all like, I don't even want to get out of jail for real. So he threatens to forcibly remove his friend from the planet, just to stay inside, on some super sad, defeatist type shit. So Brooks ended up in a halfway house, but he eventually was like, this shit fucking sucks. Then he voluntarily leaves the planet.
I've decided not to stay.
Which when you see the scene play out for the first time, you can't help but feel a very real rush of emotion. I think because it's so unexpected. The only way you wouldn't feel something is if you were a cold, unfeeling piece of AI. Or a demon. But thanks to me, you'll feel nothing. Andy finally gets out of prison by crawling through the sewage pipes, a long-ass tube of everybody's feces.
500 yards. That's the length of 5 football fields.
So he gets out and you then find out through a great twist that you will now never ever experience. Andy has been using the war and all the guards' money to set up a fake bank account for himself the entire time he was playing with their money. It was complete with a birth certificate and a social security card. If I'm not mistaken, Andy also alerted the IRS about the warden and the guards. So they pulled up to the prison to book the guards, and the warden, the toughest guard in there, started crying like a little bitch. The warden voluntarily left the planet. Then Morgan Freeman got out and found some money that Andy hid for him. They both lived out the rest of their lives fixing a boat on an island or some shit. So yeah, that's what the Shawshank Redemption is about. If you haven't seen it, you must be either 10 years old or live inside a butthole, because you're a piece of crap. So until next time, this is the voice of John Holmes Web Notepad. He wrote everything I said and am saying right now. So blame him. Or like, subscribe, and share if you like what you saw. Help your boy out, ya mean? Okay, now he's just making me say shit to say shit. I like Tupac Shakur better as an actor than I do as a rapper, see what I mean? Stop, dickhead. This nigga think he's funny, so Art y'all, for real, I'm out this bitch like a fetus.